morning, everyone. Welcome to ZEN Appeal Yoga today. It is a nice bright day. It's morning time, so we're going to take a nice beginning flow today, about 30 minutes or so, and we'll see how it goes. So let's start just a nice comfortable sit. Take the arms off the knees, put finger and thumb together. Soften the eye gaze or close the eyes and just check in with how the body feels today. Check in with your mind. And start to extend the arms, spread the fingers out nice and wide. Inhale, rise up with the arms, palms together at the top in prayer. And release, let the hands find crown of your head, symbolic of your spiritual truth, however that shows up for you today. Between the eyes, third eye, guiding force, intuition, down to heart center, heart chakra, heart lotus, your Bhavana, divine center. Setting the vibrational tone today of our practice with one O. Inhale. Om. Namaste. All right, let's get started. So we'll start in our Shavasana all the way flat. If you have a couple of blocks, bring those handy. If you don't, no worries. Noticing all the places that actually touch the earth. From the back of the head, the upper back, the arms, the hips, the calves, and the heels. Long stretch, interlace the fingers. Push the palms to the back of the room. Send the length down the legs into the toes and the feet. Spread the toes out like a cat, catching all the air possible. We'll bend the legs, let the feet find the outer edges of your mat. Windshield wiper, drop knees side to side. Bringing the knees into the belly. First, give yourself a squeeze. Check in with what it feels like today. The spine, hip flexors, knee extenders or leg extenders. What does it feel like to bend the legs today? Circling legs around the hip joints. We have a ball and socket joint here with our hips. So try to notice nice, round, big, full circles. But then also notice if your circle isn't so fluid. Just something to observe and learn about yourself. Twisting here, let the legs fall to the right side. Arms, you can reach right and left from your shoulders. Head turns the opposite way of the knees. Inhale, move through center to the other side. Exhale, twist. Head goes the other way. Inhale, come back to center, a little bit deeper twist. So I'm just gonna stagger my legs a little bit. So when I come down, I'm gonna let my left knee move a little bit more towards the earth, and I'm just gonna play a little bit forward and back. Knee touch, shoulder touch, until eventually I find just a stopping point. the same twist to the other side. Inhale, center, exhale, the right knee now will be up above the left with the knee goes down, shoulder goes down, and I'm just moving between the two of them to see where I end up. And I'm probably going to end up in the shoulder again like I did on the other side. Back to center for a squeeze, knees into the belly, squeeze. All right, happy baby. Feet up above the knees, pull down. Still noticing your breath. All right, we'll let the feet come down to the Arctic bridge pose. Arms can be anywhere from up around the outsides of the body or even underneath if you want to use the shoulder blades together to lift up higher. Keep the belly in. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Hips come down, another squeeze in. Just want to see what kind of balance we have today. So from here, we're taking an inhale up for boat pose. So any kind of boat is good. The legs can be bent, straight, holding on, not holding on. Up to you. Stay 3, 2, and 1. Let the legs come down to the earth. Nice breath here. On the exhale, slowly start to fold over the legs. It doesn't have to be a formal anything. Just see what it feels like right now. See if your feet, legs are in the same place, side by side. How do they feel when they come together? You might notice when you align the ball of the foot on both sides together, that you feel one hip maybe a little bit more than the other, just in terms of sensation. For me, that is the right hip. You can even give your toes a little bit of point forward with the assistance of the hand and pull back just for extra stretch for the toes. Which also stretches out the ankle. All right. Cross the legs, inhale, exhale into a nice box. So box for me is facing down. I like to think of the enclosed space from the hands, the side of the body, the legs, and the other side. And everything on the inside is, of course, the inside of the box. So fingers spread out here. We let the belly drop down. Inhale, crown and the head up for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. Chin to chest. Weight into the hand. Go again. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Back to a nice neutral spine. Send the hips back. Child's pose. So first child's pose, we'll take a rock, everything together, and round over. Let the forehead, or if you need a block to actually feel rested, let the forehead come down to the block. For me, this one, I can get there, down to the earth. So you just check in with what you notice within the hips and within the feet, within the shoulders, the spine, and the neck. All right, so our rock, we're going to open up a little bit. So inhale, open. So here I'm trying to get belly and heart down to the earth. And the arms are gonna have option as well. So you can just one hand on top of the other, maybe turn ahead, right or left. And probably both if you are turning the head, so that you're not just simply stretching out one side of the neck because you are with the head turn. If you want to be more aligned with your spine, or at least straight, there's still a little curve in my neck, is chin down to the earth. And from here, the next place is straight arms, straight from the shoulders down. Heart touches the earth, and so it's kind of like a baby anahata. Chin is touching the earth. So here it's a little bit of a back bend. You can probably see it. A little bit of a cow spine with the arms straight. And then we see what kind of relaxation you can get in this pose. One more breath. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, back to box, hands and knees. All right. Getting ready to move. We'll start with our legs, knees all the way together. Right knee. Inhale into the belly and all the way out. Stack the hips. Right hip on top of left, waistline rotation. You should be able to separate top torso from lower. And now we see if we can take the reverse in the circle. So we go out with the knee into the belly with the same leg and knee, and then stack the hips. All right, inhale, knee into the belly, nose to knee, towards the knee. Plant the foot. So here's where the blocks come in. Blocks are extensions of your hands. And then pushing the hips forward. That's where you feel a nice stretch. Front of the thigh, hip flexors. Here. A little glute, hamstrings on the right. Front leg will stretch out. Flex the toes off the earth if you can. Inhale, stretch out the front leg. Hold here. 3, 2, and 1. Back into the knee here. Nice push of the hips. Start to pick up your spine. Maybe catching the waist or the hips. You might notice that I'm in a bit of a back bend, or just a rounded shape from my shoulders to my back knee. That's really getting a big psoas stretch. Pull the belly in, interlace the fingers in front, push out. Nice adjustment for the fingers, and up. And back. Inhale, we come back to center, hands split the front foot. Exhale, start to tuck the hips back and extend the right leg to the right. Here we can put the blocks off to the side. Hands on the earth. Nice twist. Left hand underneath the heart, reach far away. Behind the back, catch the inner thigh if possible. So we get shoulder going back, shoulder stretch, spinal twist, neck twist. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale and round up. Exhale down. So the other arm is just going to go down. So still shift the arm over a little bit and let the left one go down. And then we move and adjust wherever we can go here. If you can get the left hand to catch the right foot, great. If you're just resting the arm on the earth, that's good too. Free arm can go behind the back. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and revel up. Exhale, point. Right leg to the back. We bend the knee. We'll bring our right foot outside of right hand, and we got the blocks again. So now the blocks are on the inside of the front foot. Hips pushing. All right, back tail. Let's see if we can actually bend it and point the toes up in the sky. So inhale, we bend. And extend. Down to the elbows in the front, if possible. Or just soften the elbows to get lower. We're just gonna add a little reaching twist. Right arm, inhale up. And exhale down. Back up to the hands, inhale hands, exhale box. Inhale half plank, shift the hips forward, hands are heavy. Then exhale, release the hips down. I'm staying in the snake, but if you need to come down to come up, you can go there. Hold, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up, exhale back, starting in the rock again. Arms down, head down. Moving into child's pose, inhale up, open, and down. I'm opening up my throat still, arms super straight from the shoulders forward. Inhale, we pick up. Exhale, box pose. Again, cow and cat, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more. Feels good to breathe. Exhale. Neutral spine, close the knees. Left side, inhale, left knee into the belly, out, and stack. We take the reverse, we go out, into the belly with the knee, down, then stack. Knee into the belly, nose to knee, inhale in, foot forward. Extensions of the arms. Big stretch. All right, one time, front leg. Inhale, we stretch. Toes come off the earth. And bend. Start to shift up to hands. You still see the back bend that I have in my body. Interlace the fingers, push out, up. Hands with the front foot again. All right, here we pull our left leg back and out to the side. Blocks off to the side, hands down. Right hand underneath the heart, press down, reach far away. Nice adjustment I had there, behind the back, catch the inner thigh, neck twist, spine twist. Fold 3, 2, 1. Inhale, unravel. Exhale, down. Right one just goes down. Thread, catch, don't catch. Other arm, bind, don't bind, up to you. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, unravel up. Exhale to the hands. All right, left leg. Inhale, we stretch to the back, straight line. Exhale, foot outside. Here comes the blocks again. Extension of your hands. Pushing forward. All right, our back leg. Can we take an inhale to bend? Ooh. Much stronger. It's my right leg. And exhale, release. All right, blocks off to the side. Let's come down. If we can, either to the elbows or just soften the elbows. See what kind of movement down that you have in your own body. Let the hands turn to find the elbows, or just simply reach the left arm up in the sky. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Back down up to the hands. Inhale, hands. Exhale, release. Back to a box. Half plank inhale. Exhale. And again, you can come all the way down and pick yourself up. I'm trying to just pick up from here and lengthen. Head fall back. Take breath. Let's go up. Tuck the toes, hips up and back to a walking dog. So bend one knee, alternate change sides, walking the dog. So work through the toes, the ankles, the knees, and the hips. The arms, feel the strength of it all. The legs get the space or the opening of it all. All right. So here, we'll let the heels come down to the earth, hip width space in between the feet, and push back, whatever you can do here. Take the heels high, inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend into the knees and set the eye gaze up. So I'm taking a deep knee bend. It doesn't have to be this deep. And you can drop the knees down if you like to. And from here, just some walks up to the top of the mat in the center of the two hands. Take breath and soften and fold. And here you can find elbows and just let gravity lengthen the body out. Hold here. 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms, soften the knees. Using my hands to help my head come up. You never know. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Back down to the elbows. So coming up again. Hands to the knees, lift the head, reach up, chair. Mountain exhale. And a nice Samasthiti. We are standing. Hands to the waist, right leg, inhale, soften to step back and open. So we are now long ways on our mat. Let your feet be parallel feet. So get the toes forward and the heels back. Make sure they're in the same plane, side by side. From here, inhale, take the arms up. On the exhale, we bend the knees, send the hips back, and let the hands come down. Again, we can use the blocks to let our hands be longer so that we're still chest higher than the hips here. Using your own hip muscles to press the knees out, not adjusting your feet for the space. This is the same stretch as a frog. Inhale, extend the legs. We'll take one more. Exhale, bend. Inner thigh, hamstrings, glutes. Good. Inhale, we stretch the legs, blocks to the side, hands down, and here's where you can stay if you have to on the blocks. Soften down just a little bit towards the earth. If you don't need the blocks, then keep going. You can rest the arms on the earth, top of the head on the earth. You can catch the legs, go deeper. It's always whatever works for you. And stay for 3. Stay 2. And 1. Hands to the earth. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, catch waist. Torso up, inhale. Right foot will turn to the back of the mat. Hips back, extend the arms, take breath for triangle pose. So again, block can be your friend. Just inside of the leg, let the hand find the block. If you can't even get the hand to the block, you can come up to the shin just below or even above if the front leg is super tight for you. And I find I like to use blocks every now and again in my own practice. Feels good. I can stretch out in places that I can't normally do if I'm too deep into. So it's nice. This is one of them. All right, inhale, send the left arm forward. Exhale, we come up. Take a lean back, reach back. And we come back to center. So we let the arms come back parallel to the earth and soften into the right knee. So warrior 2, take breath. Exhale, right elbow to the top of the knee. Extend your left side and set the eye gaze up or forward or with the hand. Say 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, block forward and adjust the toes. Take breath here. Going right into the other side. So left foot shifts forward. Hips kick back, arms are out. Take breath. Exhale, other side triangle. Blocks handy if you're going. Stretch, top of the hip. And see, if I was deeper in this pose, I'd have to roll forward. So this is a good spot for me. Belly's in. And remember, you don't have to be this deep. You can be up on the bones of your body, below or above the knee. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, reverse your triangle, nice side body stretch. Coming back to center, arms parallel, take breath. We soften the front knee to move into side angle, warrior 2. Reach the right arm forward, straight line here. Eyes forward, up or at the hand, stay 3. Ooh, I'm wobbly. 2 and 1. Inhale, we come up. On the exhale, block off to the side, we turn back. Close the door, bring the feet all the way together. We'll find a little standing balance. So I'm on a padded surface for sure. So I'm actually going to step back and take just the one mat instead of the 2 plus the carpet. I'm just gonna take the one mat with the carpet. So we're moving into tree pose, and we'll take both sides. So tucked under nice and long on the left. We let the foot move up. Find your focal point. I'm going to give myself a very tall tree up. And this is challenging the balance, of course. Put the arms up too. If you need to use a wall, please do. Lots of wobbly. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhale out and up with a breath. And arms, and then exhale. Forward they go. Other side. So we have our left knee off to the side, tucked under on the right. So from here we go up as high as we can. Tucked under and up. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhale out and up. Exhale, release. All right. Return towards the front of our mat. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the side, behind the back. Interlace the fingers. From here, extend the arms down. Let the shoulder blades come together in the back. Think of your posture here and what happens with all the devices that we have now, all the personal devices or more tech jobs we may have. So shoulder blades back is opposite of shoulders rolling forward, right? So we try to get back with the belly in. So I'm definitely in a back bend. You see it. And head up. So I'm just aligned with the curve of the spine. Take breath. On the exhale, soften the knees and start to round through the lower back. Get the arms off the back. Go down, chin into the chest. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the arms down to the earth. Inhale, pick up. Exhale, step out, plank. Nice breath here. Different way out. Knees come down. Leave the toes tucked under. Chest and chin come down to whatever degree you have. If it ends up you're just flat to the earth, that's good too. Inhale, cobra. Nice and high, if you can. And exhale back to child's pose with the knees open, coming down to the earth. And maybe you want to just change the arms a little bit, right and left. It kind of feels good in this moment. Turning the head to the other side. This side feels like it's needed. It's very comfortable over here. But I definitely feel more sensations in my neck. Alright. So we'll come to center. Pick up the torso off the earth, inhale up. We come down, we sit. And we take our legs forward and take breath. Fold again. And again, lining the feet up. You can even use the block if you're down this low. You can soften the knees too if need be. And you see where you feel things? I feel the right side a whole lot, which tells me I need to do this aligning thing a little bit more often than not. I will tell you this, when you start teaching, it's hard to get your own practice. It really is. All right. So we'll take a nice bridge pose down on the earth. So we'll take a nice inhale to pick up, exhale, bring your block with you on the way down. So first we'll start with just the longer side closer to the earth. It's this one. And we're just checking in with what it looks like, feels like, all that. If you have more, you turn the edge up. So you're on the long edge. Make sure it's underneath your hips, not spine. So on the back of your hips, there's kind of like this heart shape, like the top part of the heart that comes to the point. That's the big space in the pelvis and the back. So we're at where the points come together, right? That's where the block is. And if you can keep going, we take it up. And then you can see if you have a leg you can stretch out, just giving you sensation of a back bend, which is nice. You can alternate that a little bit just to see what it feels like. Keeping the belly inside. And then maybe both legs go, and maybe not, right? And arms, you can reach them up. You're gonna feel your lower back a little bit, and just kind of let the legs just go. I'm not gonna hold on to the inner thigh or align my feet here. Just gonna let the hips push up for one more breath or so. If you're not used to this sensation, you're gonna be feeling a whole lot. Just expect it. Any of these poses, if you're not used to yoga at all, don't have a regular practice, you're gonna feel it. All right, so we'll bend the legs, plant the feet, hips up, down with control. I do feel my lower back, knees into the belly. And squeeze. So just stay here in the squeeze until you start to feel whatever you noticed in the lower back just subside and go away. It may take a while for some of you, and then it might even linger a little bit, and that's okay, as long as it doesn't turn into anything more for you. You might even like some twisting. To the other side, twisting. You can just keep going with that. Maybe one more each side. Just a squeeze, and just start to let go of your legs down to the earth, back to Shavasana. I will leave you here to relax. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this practice served you. Body feels pretty good right now. I can't complain. So until next time, all my love. Namaste.